Expand design, a roomy cabin, dual-tone interiors, 15 smart utility spaces, and a large boot space, all there to expand your life. Welcome to Easy Space.
Hamas has announced a 24-hour ceasefire after Israel ended its own truce and continuing rocket fire from Gaza. Hamas said all Palestinian militant factions would stop firing from 11 a.m. GMT. But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Hamas has already violated its own ceasefire and Israel will do what it must do to defend its people.
Israeli tanks and artillery pounded targets along Gaza today, sending thick plumes of black smoke rising into the sky. More than 1,000 Palestinians and 46 Israelis have been killed. A majority of those killed in Gaza are civilians, while 43 soldiers and 3 civilians have died on the Israeli side. Yesterday, many Gaza residents used the truce to gather supplies and retrieve bodies buried under rubble. Israel's cabinet had decided to extend the humanitarian truce, which began yesterday, until the end of today. However, there was no agreement from Hamas, which has accused Israel of using previous ceasefires to prepare more attacks. Hamas also claimed that there had been truce violations throughout yesterday. The Israeli Defense Forces released videos purporting to show a rocket launcher and mines found by the Juvati Infantry Brigade. The first video purports to show the finding of a rocket launcher in Gaza. The second video shows an Israeli soldier describing how he found 8 mines in the basement of a house located next to a school, which an army press release stated was run by the United Nations. Meanwhile, about 3,000 demonstrators gathered in Tel Aviv's Rabin Square last night, protesting for a peaceful resolution to fighting in the region, while a few hundred protesters held a counter-demonstration nearby in support of Israel's military operation in Gaza. Protests were also held in Paris, Geneva and London against Israel's 19-day offensive in the Gaza Strip. Pro-Palestinian protesters in central Paris, waving Palestinian flags and chanting, "We are all Palestinians," defied a ban by French authorities who deployed riot police. Paris police said they had made 40 arrests. One woman demonstrating in Geneva struggled to hold back the tears as she explained why she was protesting.
When we say we are all Palestinian, it is really because it concerns the whole humanity and we have to react. It's not tolerable, it's monstrous to see that.
In London, demonstrators unfurled the large Palestinian flag outside the Israeli embassy, with many carrying placards calling for an end to Israel's attacks on Gaza. Pro-Palestinian demonstrators rallied peacefully in Frankfurt and Berlin as well. In spite of the international outcry, the violence and tragedy continues unabated.